as a student and a teacher of metaphysics, it is my belief that all spiritual texts of the world are basically textbooks for your own soul's enlightenment. So there are universal truths held within all spiritual texts of the world, such as the Bible or the Bhagavad Gita or the Quran. So based on your own beliefs or what part of the world you're from, you can still receive these universal truths that are held within these texts and scriptures. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about my very Western perspective of a very Eastern idea, because I want to share with you some of what Krishna teaches through his dialogue with Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. And in this video, I'm going to specifically focus on the nature of good and evil. The story within the Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue that takes place between Arjuna, the Pandu prince, and Krishna, the supreme being in human form. And Krishna is trying so hard to explain to Arjuna that he should not be feeling gloom based on the illusion that lies before him in the form of the physical world. Krishna tries to teach Arjuna through the dialogue that Arjuna is more than just a physical body, and what he sees here, Arjuna is actually a product of spirit. These bodies, which act as enveloping coverings for the souls occupying them, are but finite things of the moment and not the real man at all. In this language of images, you can see Arjuna in this story as your own conscious mind who sees what's happening here in the world from a higher perspective, represented by Arjuna wanting to see the battle that's taking place from a higher perspective, such as a mountain, a hilltop, or a cliff. So Krishna guides the chariot to this higher perspective. And of course, remember, Krishna is the supreme being in physical form, and he's accompanying Arjuna on this journey. So when they get to this hilltop, Arjuna sees his friends, families, and loved ones battling it out down below in this battle between the Pandus, which is a newer fraction of the family, and the Kurus, who is the older generations. So therefore, that can also represent something playing out within yourself. In part 16 of the Bhagavad Gita, called The Good and Evil Natures, Krishna speaks to Arjuna, explaining the qualities that you should build within yourself so that you can align yourself with that highest level of consciousness, which is known as enlightenment, really, or the Christ or Buddha consciousness that I talk about. So when Krishna is explaining this to Arjuna, he says, "These are the characteristics and nature of those who are walking the path that leadeth to heavenly rewards. These are the marks of good character and destiny. Fearlessness have they, and purity of heart, and a steady attention to the life of wisdom, and charity, and self-mastery, and true religious inclination, and earnest study and temperate living, and right action, and freedom from evil doing, and truthfulness and freedom from anger, and renunciation and equanimity, and freedom from evil speaking of others, love and compassion for all beings, freedom from the desire to kill, mildness, modesty, discretion, dignity, patience, fortitude, chastity, forgiveness, and freedom from vainglory." And of course, after explaining what good qualities that Arjuna should be focusing on building within himself to align with the good nature, he then explains the more evil nature like this. "And these be the characteristics and nature of those who are walking the downward path that leadeth to loss of heavenly rewards. These are the marks of evil character and destiny. Hypocrisy is theirs, and pride, and arrogance, and conceit, and anger, and harsh speech, and ignorance. Those who possess the evil nature, O Prince, knoweth not what it is to perform right action, and to refrain from performing wrong action. Nor is purity, morality, or veracity to be found in them. They lack faith, and in their folly would believe the universe hath no creator, but is in itself without beginning or end, and is its own cause. They deny the existence of law or truth in the universe, and they deny the existence of spirit. They live for carnal enjoyment, teaching this as the highest good. They strive after gratification of the sensual appetites and the creation of new appetites, and there is no peace or satisfaction in them, for appetite springeth from appetite. And the sensual craving groweth more acute in the measure in which it is gratified. Such men are hypocrites and full of madness and intoxication. I have definitely spoken on this in multiple different ways. Basically, what Krishna is explaining is that the evil ones are more aligned with their lower self, with the physical world and materialism. They only see what is right in front of them through the physical senses, and they're not connected with their spirit. They're not connected with their own intuition. They're not connected to universal and unconditional love that could be offered through the higher consciousness, the higher vibrational consciousness. So Krishna is explaining how important it is to basically be aware of what it is you're focusing on, what nature within you that you're focusing on. And he's also pointing out that humans are not all good or all bad. Humans have these two natures. So it's all about focusing in on one or the other. It is a choice that you, as an actual conscious thinker with free will here in the physical world, it is your choice to focus your attention on the lower nature or the higher nature. And the more that you can move your attention out of one and into the other, then the easier it will become to make that your predisposition. So according to what I believe Krishna is really saying is that everyone has the natures of good and evil within them as a human being, because they are here in the physical form as well as a spirit who lives within this physical form. So it is up to you, the thinker within all of this, to use your free will and to avoid the evil side and to focus on the good side. Krishna ends this dialogue by saying, "Seekest thou the highest light of wisdom, and govern thy works accordingly." Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button. And if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I am inviting you now to click that subscribe button down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.